Thanks for staying with us. Educators across the country are being celebrated for their outstanding contributions to shaping the future of our students. At this year's Excellence in Education Awards ceremony, exceptional teachers, administrators, and staff will be honored for their commitment to fostering academic growth, positivity, creativity, and passion for learning. In studio to discuss this year's award ceremony is Shavana Darrell and District Superintendent, and the Assistant Director of Education, Michael Calmer. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Thanks for having us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
All right, so Michael, tell me, what are the Excellence in Education Awards and why did the Ministry of Education Technical and Vocational Training see the need for them?
The Excellence in Education Awards is a brainchild of our minister and her dynamic team at the Ministry of Education. In this year's World Teachers Day 2024, we wanted to honor our teachers' commitment during our years of COVID and coming now, transitioning out of COVID. We've had teachers who've been doing wonderful things, best practices. We also have administrators, guidance counselors who've been holding their own with innovation, creativity, motivation, longevity, and education. And so we wanted to pause for a moment just to ensure that we celebrate our excellent educators, and not just the traditional assemblies at a school, but we wanted to take them to a gala place, a wonderful place, invite the entire country out, and just pause to celebrate them. Highest standard.
That sounds good. So which groups of employees will be honored at this event?
Well, traditionally when we do things in education, we tend to focus on teachers. And we just tend to focus on one set of teachers. But this year, what we're doing is we're looking at the administrators, guidance counselors, those technical officers within the ministry, those officers working in ministry satellite offices, district offices, and of course, teachers too.
So definitely a wide scope of educators.
Yes, we want to ensure that all of our sectors in education are recognized and honored for the work that they are doing and will continue to do.
So how were the awardees selected?
I'm glad you asked that question. You know, typically sometimes we appoint committees and say, these are the people we're going to select. But we wanted to do it different. We wanted those persons who are in the field, working with those officers every day, to identify who are the best. We provided them with categories. There's 16 categories. And so supervisors made nominations, other teachers and colleagues and co-workers made nominations, and even our students, Student Choice Award, made nominations.
That's excellent. So Shavana, we want to bring you into the discussion now. How did these awards differ from the National Teacher of the Year Award?
In that, the National Teacher of the Year Award, even though it's something spectacular, it focuses mainly on just the teacher and the excellence of an individual teacher representing a school. These awards have a greater span. It's more inclusive. So you have teachers, you have guidance counselors, you have technical officers, you have administrators, you even have districts who would have been identified for doing something outstanding, something that spoke to the excellence that we see every day in education.
That's really awesome. So when and where will these awards be held?
When and where? Well, this is a gala. This is a bring all your glitz, your glam, your beauty.
Full nine, yes.
Yeah, this is that kind of night, Academy Award style kind of night, which will be held on February 22nd at the Imperial Ballroom at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort. It begins at 6:30 in the evening, and we are expecting a spectacular night. So, yeah.
So how can individuals purchase tickets for these awards?
Tickets can be, well, they are available at the Learner Resources section at the Ministry of Education site, which is located on Mackey Street, and of course at Schools Management in Ministry of Education Headquarters Building, Thompson Boulevard.
And obviously, is this an event that's open to the public, seeing that so many persons are being celebrated?
Of course, of course. Everyone has been touched by a teacher. And so we want you to come and celebrate with your teacher. Come out, civic organizations, parents, and even our corporate sponsors, our community partners, come out and let's celebrate that teacher that once impacted you.
That sounds good. So any final thoughts from you, Michael or Shavana, on the event preparations? How excited you are
Speak
for
to
it?
sponsorship.
Yes, one of the things that I want to let the Bahamas know, you want to be on board. You want to be one of our sponsors for this gala event. There is only one inaugural event, and you want to be one of those sponsors who are going to be a part of history. I think it's also fitting that we recognize the innovation and the visionary leadership that is within the Ministry of Education, because many people talk about these things, but to actually commit to identifying a committee, persons who are, or we're all doing full-time jobs, but every week we get together to ensure that this event comes off. And so I want to recognize the committee. I also want to celebrate and congratulate our finalists that are from districts all across the Bahamas. We've got to remember that the Bahamas is an archipelago. And we have representatives, persons who are going to be
bringing them all in,
flying into New Providence, staying in a hotel, going to one of our stores. I wouldn't give anybody free advertising.
Please don't.
Go into one of the stores to pick up tuxedos and dresses. Getting their makeup done just for
that
this
kind
event.
of night.
And so I want to encourage everybody under the sound of my voice to ensure that you are not watching history, but you are experiencing this historical event in the Imperial Ballroom.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Shavana, Michael, for joining us on the show today. And obviously to the awardees, I wish you all the best on your special night. Well, you're watching What's Trending. There's so much more after the break.